tip underneath. Watch. See how that functions? Oh, it is pushing against the board.
Uh-oh.
All right, so what are we doing today? We ordered a mattress for the RV. Now, Therese can talk a little more to this, but there was a sale going on at Mattress
Insider.
And they specialize in RV or custom fit mattresses.
Which we had a custom job that needed to be done.
Yes, it's an odd shape. It's not a standard house size mattress. So you have to call them and order it, tell them your size, and they do make a lot of mattresses for our specific RV because a lot of people are using this company to get mattresses.
Yeah, because the mattress that comes is so horrible at only 4 inches that it's like sleeping on probably a piece of plywood, I would say. So I'm so excited about getting this mattress, and we'll be even more excited to get on the road and test it out.
So for some of you that say that, oh, we go to all these events and we don't buy anything. We buy what we need or what we want. We don't spend money on things that we're just going to sit on the shelf and we're not going to do anything with them. So this is something we need and we want. And it wasn't cheap. The mattresses are, how much was this mattress?
It was about $775. And that is with, there was an 8% off for Martin Luther King Day. Mm-hmm. And we're running another special for an extra $100 off, and it did have free shipping also.
Right. So we actually looked into this a few weeks ago and decided we'll wait because the salesman was very nice. And he said, hey, if you wait, we always do mattress sales around
holidays.
And they do. Around Martin Luther King's Day and President's Day is another big mattress sale day.
Their sales usually run anywhere from 5 to 10% off, depending on the holiday. We weren't going to wait for a 10% off. 8% is...
It's close enough.
Close enough, and we really needed this mattress.
Correct. So we spent some money, and we got a good quality mattress. I believe this is a 9-inch mattress.
Yes.
Correct. So there's going to be some modifications on the RV because there's a headboard and it's a Murphy bed. So we won't be able to install it right now, but we need to get it unwrapped because it needs to expand and it takes like 24 hours to get its configuration. So we want to go ahead and get it out of the box. We're just going to store it here in the little side unit that we have until it warms up enough to get the RV out to put the mattress in there because I'm going to have to do some modifications. So there's a headboard, there's a 4-inch headboard in the RV, and I'm going to turn it sideways so I can explain it better. The Murphy bed goes up against it kind of like so, but when it pivots underneath the headboard. And so the mattress plus the headboard is the entire length of the mattress. But this mattress is not going to dip and go up. It's going to catch on that headboard. So we're going to have to modify the headboard. And my plan is just I've been looking at different Facebook groups for the Tiffin Wayfarer. You just a couple of screws on each side and you can take the headboard off. And I'll have to fabricate a riser, maybe 4 to 5 inches high. I think about 5 inches high, because that's how much higher this mattress is than the stock mattress. And that way there'll be room for the mattress to be able to pivot underneath the headboard like so. So there'll have to be a modification in order to put this in there. That's what I'm getting at. So I just wanted to open it though. I wanted you guys to see it. We have not seen it yet.
The good thing about this mattress in particular is it has the encased coils in it, which means it will be a lot better for more usage, permanent usage. The memory foam mattresses go flat after a while. So if you're using it more frequently or you're a larger sized person, you are going to want the support of the encased coils versus just memory foam.
Okay. Want to be careful with the knife so you don't cut your mattress.
Looks like they packaged it pretty well.
Yeah, and it's pretty heavy.
And it came pretty quick because I just ordered it, I would say, about a week ago.
Okay.
Roughly, maybe a week and a half. And it's a custom order, so that's fairly well, and it only took a couple of days once they got it finished to get the shipping here. It was delivered today by FedEx.
I'm thinking this thing's gonna go.
Probably. Like one of those little blow-up boats that you pull the string and pew. Well, I hope you're doing that with enough room. You probably should have cleared off this table.
Yeah.
So you might want to slow your roll. Look how flat they get that. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, how they get all the air out of that is crazy.
I honestly think you should clear this table because that's not going to fit in that space once it goes full
No,
size.
but it'll fit over here on its side against the thing. It doesn't have to be on the table.
Well, I think it's supposed to lay flat.
But there's a lot of stuff on the table. You ready to put all that away?
Yeah, 2 minutes, I'll have it done.
What? Okay, there is a bag involved. And it looks like it's folded in half. See what's going to happen here.
What's going to happen is you're going to be saying, I really should have listened to my wife. No matter how many times that realization comes, he still never does.
You can hear it. It's sucking air. Just like I was on that run this morning. I was sucking air.
Yeah, it's a little rough to work out after at least a week and a half of not working out.
And being sick still on top of it.
Yeah, not being 100% health-wise.
Let's see if I can open that a little bit more.
We're going to be trapped inside this room with a mattress blocking us.
That's pretty neat actually the way that works.
It's amazing how they get those things so flat to ship it to you.
Yep.
I'm surprised it didn't come with any instructions.
Yeah, no instructions at all.
Of course, it would have just told you what I did, but this ain't my first compressed mattress.
I'm going to leave it in the bag since it's in here. I just wanted to get it opened up so it can start expanding.
You're trapped. You can never leave.
You can see it's a pretty thick mattress. And it's pretty heavy.
And what's this I see on the side? Made in the USA.
Well, that's a good start.
I believe they are made in North Carolina.
Ah. It's our neighbor, North Carolina, our neighbor to the east.
Because that's why it got here so fast.
Huh?
That's why it got here so fast.
Yeah, didn't have far to go. Hopefully some of this money went to some of the North Carolinians from the Hurricane Helene. But who knows? We don't know.
One can only hope that people have learned to take care of each other.
So I'm going to leave it in the plastic, help protect it until we get it in the RV. But I just want to get it opened up so, you know, it could take form. And we'll add this little clip to our install video when we go to install it. What are we getting ready to do here, Madam Mayor?
Switch out mattresses in this RV.
Yeah. So it's going to be a little bit of a to-do to get this mattress in a functioning manner, and I'll explain. Here's the new mattress. It's still in the plastic, but we will unsleeve it here shortly. And we've pulled out the other foam mattress, but we haven't pulled out the stock mattress yet. In order to do some of this, in order for the Murphy bed to go down so I can get on there, we had to run the slide out. Now it's not all the way out, but it's out as far as I can get it without moving the coach outside. So it's down far enough, the slide out's out far enough. And here's something else we did, we determined today. If you remember in prior videos, this thing was losing power and had no power to it. And I went under the rear tire where I had read on a message board about the Tiffin Wayfarers that there's another wiring harness under there to just kind of, you know, check it, fiddle with it, see if there's any loose wirings. And I did, and I came back to the panel and it came on. So I guess that's all it was, is a loose connection down underneath the wires. It's hard to get a camera on it, but I'm just telling you that's what I did. So the loose connection is down there. It's not up here at the panel, and it's not at the ignition, which I'm very glad it's not at the ignition. Yeah. Because there is a conglomerate of wiring in there I don't want to mess with.
Yeah, I think that would have had to been done by a professional.
At least we've isolated where the loose wire is. And if it happens to us on the road, then we know exactly where to go. And so it's not fixed, but it's working right now. So we're just going to leave it for now. It's not a big issue anyway. That's just for the leveling jacks, which we don't have the leveling jacks employed right now anyway. So here's what I wanted to explain by putting the bed down. Is the bed plus the header up there makes the full length of the bed. I think that's about an 8-inch header, 6-inch header. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But it's the mattress plus the header. It's a padded header.
I believe it's 9 5/8.
Oh, okay, 9 5/8. All right. Well, there you go, 9 5/8.
I could be wrong. I wrote that down a couple of weeks ago, but I remember random things.
It looks like a 9 5/8. It's like an address. Some addresses you can't get out of your head. Huh?
No, it's crazy. From delivering mail all those years, sometimes when I see a house number, a certain address, and their name will pop up.
Yeah.
You can't erase it.
So what we're going to do is we're going to switch the mattresses, but really what I need to do in between switching the mattresses is when I lift this Murphy bed up, you see how it goes down? See where the pivot point is? So this mattress is only 4 inches thick. The new mattress is 9 inches thick, so I'm going to have to raise that headboard 5 inches in order so when the bed is down, it'll be level with the new mattress. So what's involved in that? I believe in reading what other people have done on the message boards, and from my little bit of examination, is I have to get in here, which is going to be kind of interesting how that's going to happen. But we're going to have to get this mattress out and then tip the bed part of the way up so that it opens the space. And then maybe I can get in there with the flashlight and see what I have. It should be just 2 Phillips head screws, 2 on each side. And we're going to take the whole headboard off. Because what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to fabricate risers on each side. I'm going to have to change the ones that are on there and make them 5 inches taller. And so I haven't really formulated a plan on how that's going to happen yet. But for right now, all we're going to do is switch out the mattresses and then get this headboard off so that I can play with it on the desk, workshop desk, which I don't really have a workshop desk, but that's what we're looking to do.
You'll have to fabricate one of those as well.
Yeah, we did look at one on Marketplace, but the lady never got back to me.
Yep.
So that's what you get.
As lots of people don't do.
You get a bunch of flakes. So I don't know how they're expected to sell anything if they don't reply back to people that are interested in buying. That's one of my huge soapbox segments. I hate when people do that. It's like, why are you even wasting your time posting stuff if you're not going to engage in the people that want to buy it?
I'll have to tell you honestly, I've had more problems with that in Tennessee than Florida. So
it has been a rude awakening with Marketplace. I mean, if you're posting something there, then respond to people when they reply to your post. You need to respond, and you need to do it kind of timely because people are looking.
Maybe they don't.
They're not
really
just
want
going
to
to
get
wait.
rid of it. They're just teasing everybody.
Well, maybe so. And if that's the case, I don't know why they're wasting their time posting it. So anyway, back to the job at hand here. So we're going to get this mattress out and bring the new mattress. Well, we're going to take the old mattress out first, and then I want to take a look at the headboard.
Look how thin this thing is. Like, seriously?
Yeah, it's really thin.
And then we had the 3-inch memory foam topper on top of that.
And that worked for a while.
But that gets, the 3 inches compresses down to a quarter of an inch or something.
Ridiculous.
You know, it's better than not having it, but ultimately, it's not enough.
Watch it. This leg isn't all the way upright.
No. Booyah.
But this should just pull right out. Are you able to do that, or you want to switch places?
Let me see if I lifted enough weights today at the gym.
I can do it.
Hercules!
Oh, there you go. Look at that.
I'm a single mom.
Single moms can lift, huh?
Yeah, you got to do all your own.
You were at the gym today, so you were all buffed up.
Sleep on that.
Yeah, sleep on that. So this is basically just a board with felt on it. I wanted to see how it was attached.
It felt like it was nothing.
I was hoping I could undo these two, but those are rivets, so they're not undoable.
Where's Rosie the riveter when you need her?
Yeah. So this will have to come. I need to get access to this, the bottom of it, so I can take this off. And you see how it sits up about that high? Well, I need it to sit 5 inches higher. So I'm going to be mounting it up here somewhere. But that's not today. But today is I want to take the headboard off so we can put the mattress back in here. And there's a big space under that. If you lift this up, look at all the space under that headboard. So as she lifts up the Murphy bed, look at all the space. A lot of space. So this is kind of
interesting.
Yeah, I need to get back there with the Murphy bed up.
Well, nobody lost any goodies down here.
Yep, just some
wires. I didn't find any treasures.
So I need to get under there so I can get to those screws, and I don't know, it's going to be fun.
Sounds like it. I'm going to see how flexible you are.
Yeah, we're going to find out. I might get in there and get stuck. Okay, so it was a square head screw, wood screw, and pretty long. I can show you what the screws were. But there were only 4 of them, 2 on each side. These are the screws. Little special bit there, but most RVs, the screws in RVs are all the square tips, square bits, and I have that. So it's just 2 on each side, and if you look right here, this is one end. We've taken the headboard out. It's just laying across here now, but look how little this is. This is just a small, it's like a little riser, and then it screws into the side of the bed rail down there. So what I'm going to have to do is make something like this, but instead of it just being like 3 inches tall, it's got to be 5 inches taller than this. And I'm not sure how this is put together. And I might just make this part of my frame. And so I'll be reusing this piece, so I don't have to disassemble all this.
Yeah, I was going to say I would.
And then I'll have to build some kind of framing down there to build this up, because it's got to be higher. So that's the plan. So right now all we're going to do is just take it out and put in the mattress for now. That's all we're going to do. Okay, we got the new mattress in here.
Look at how high this baby sits.
Yeah, that thing sits up high, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you can see the headboard over there.
Oh. I don't even know if we're going to need that topper anymore.
How does that feel? Way different?
Check back in a few hours. Take a nice nap here.
Yeah, so there's a big space over here at the head, so we are going to have to figure that out.
I know unfortunately it wouldn't matter, but this part is still like where your pillows go, because see how short the mattress is?
Yeah.
If I say I laid my head here.
And what are you? You're 5'9", right?
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah. So you need that extra.
So you need that extra little
9
bit
and 5/8.
so that you could be like this and see.
5/8.
See, here's where my feet sit with it like this.
Yeah, you're on the bed.
I mean, this area would be nice to hide my snacks.
I always thought if it was just me, I would take this whole Murphy thing out and I would just put my bed running this way. And that way I could sleep with the slide out in. I wouldn't have to drop the slide out every time I wanted to take a nap. But be that as it may, I do like the Murphy bed option.
Oh, look, I found a treasure.
Oh, what you got there?
This must be from the other people who owned it.
That's not yours?
No.
Okay.
It's a Reebok soft-weighted ball workout.
Oh, there you go.
That's the treasure I find, a workout video.
Yeah, was it trying to tell you something?
Hey, McFatty, here you go. Darn.
So,
No coins, no dollars.
So we're gonna have to figure out something.
No gold.
With the headboard. So I just placed the headboard right up there for now, but we need it to be 5 inches taller.
I want a vacuum under here.
Another thing you could do, no, I don't think it'd be high enough. But yeah, we'll have to come up with something. But right now the bed is in here, and it is functional without the headboard, but we've got to get the headboard in here somehow.
See, this is another pet peeve.
Oh, yeah.
You shouldn't find these things, and every time we fix something, we find where the people who built it left their scraps laying in here.
Yeah, it's just sloppy.
That is poor quality.
Yeah, it's sloppy.
So I do want to vacuum.
Yeah, we can vacuum in there since we got access to it now.
Yeah, might as well.
And there's a window here too that you don't get access to with the bed up. So that's just a bed down only access. Now something else that we were concerned about is when the bed is tipped up with this new mattress, is it going to hit these cabinets?
Oh, that's a good question.
But I think if it does, it just barely touches them. It's not going to affect the bed. I think the bed will stay up. But
Well,
we can try it real quick.
Yeah, because some people put straps, which you can do that too.
Yeah,
Put a
strap it up.
Yeah. Okay, now I got to get off this nice comfy bed.
Yes. We have to flip it up and see if it interferes with those. It blocks all those cabinets, which the old bed blocked the cabinets too. That's not going to change. I kind of wish they could come up with something where the bed doesn't block that window and block the cabinets. But again, I guess that's a bed in the back, which they have those options too. But I didn't really like the twin beds in the back.
Well, some people took those and put a king bed back there. They took out the twins and put like this centerpiece.
Oh.
And put a king bed back there.
That'd be okay, but then their bathroom's up here. I don't know, it's just, I guess it's personal taste. Let's see what this mattress does though. It should stay in the case. It shouldn't fall out. It should stay right in that cabinet. And yeah, it sits all the way up.
Yeah, there's actually, it sits flush against the handles.
Yeah, it does touch them a little bit, but it's not bad at all. Okay. Well,
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this.
Yeah, I'm excited for that too.
Because those were some
It
non-comfortable evenings.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and clean this up for now, and we'll be back to this bed video later. Okay, good morning. We're finishing up our headboard riser for the bed so that the bed can fold up like it's supposed to. So this is the headboard. It goes on there like this. We're flipping it over so that we can do some modifications. So we've already pre-measured, and we think this is going to be our rise. So this is a 27-inch board, and this will put the headboard up about 5 inches higher than where it was from the manufacturer. Now what we got to do though is, because it's screwed into the chair rail in this direction, this is the width it needs to be. So by putting this here, it's giving us some more stabilization for downward motion, but we're going to have to fill in this gap. So what I've done is I've made some blocks. These are just going to be spacers, and wherever the couch height is, it should be somewhere in here. We're going to put this there as a spacer. That'll give it the same thickness as this. So the couch, this should go right up against the couch, and then we'll drill 2 screws in from the back side here to hold the spacer, and then 2 screws in here. And we can do all this fabrication outside the hole. We can do it out here on top of the bed, and then pre-put it together, and then put it in place, and then we'll have to drill 2 holes. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so we've attached our boards. Now, something else I want to make note of that I didn't make note of earlier is these are 1x6 boards. It's something I found here in the garage, and we didn't want to have to use 2x4s because you're just adding more weight to the coach unnecessarily. And the strength of this headboard is pushing down. It's just going to take the weight of your head. That's it. It doesn't hold any other weight other than its own weight. So it doesn't need to be a real strong, thick 2x4 or anything like that. So we wanted to go with I was kind of hoping to find a 1x4. I thought would be perfect. This is a 1x6. It just gives it more breadth, and that's fine. That's going to be okay. There are some wires that run along the floor down there, so we got to be cautious of that. You don't want to be on top of those wires. So what we'll do is we'll have to slide this around the wire, and the wire will just have to feed around it like so. We're not going to cut notches. I don't think that's necessary. So what we've done here is we've kind of preset it up. So these are the risers. So instead of the headboard being about right here, the headboard now is at least 5 inches taller. So that the mattress, when it tips, it'll go under the headboard. That's the whole idea, is to get the headboard up high enough that the mattress can tip and not catch on it. So all we need to do now is, of course, it needs to be flipped over like so, and then it needs to be placed down in the hole just like that. And then I've already got these screws preset to go, and they should go right in the bed rails with the spacer. So this is the same spacer as this. So this should match right up with the side of the couch because it's the same width as this board, which is the way it was made. All we did was we raised it from here to here. It should work out nicely. Not expecting any problems, but you know, Murphy's Law. It's a Murphy bed after all. Okay, here's the headboard in place. See if you can see down in there. There are some wires in there. See them? I had to run the wires around the board, make sure the board's sitting flush on the floor, which it is there. And then over here on this side, the same thing. The wires run in behind. And so I need to check that, make sure those wires aren't pinched real quick. But then all you got to do is run these 2 screws into the chair rail, and these 2 screws under the chair rail, and it's done. So let me just check those wires real quick. Which required me to get all the way on my belly.
Laying down on the job.
I am. Yeah, that'll work.
You think this is your union break?
Yes. You want to hand me that screwdriver? I can go ahead and do this side while I'm here, since I'm in the perfect position. Then I'm going to push in on the headboard against the side of the trailer at the same time I do this. Alright, that's good and firm.
Luckily, it's just 2 screws on each side.
And at least we have access to it. Sometimes in an RV, when you're doing stuff, you don't have access.
I know, it's nice when you can do things yourself instead of having to take it to somewhere. A lot cheaper, too.
Yeah, I know it kind of looks funny up in the air like that, but that's where it needs to be to function with this new mattress.
Well, when the mattress is in there, it won't look as funny because it'll be flush.
Right. We'll get all the way flat so I can push against this. Whew. You want to be careful not to over tighten because it's real easy to split the wood and then you're screwed. Okay, I think we're good. It's good and firm, it doesn't move around. I even thought about removing this. It's just velcroed onto the wall, but I decided I'd keep it. It's just for looks anyway, but it's not really in the way, so I just decided to leave it alone. And if you'll take that, I got to get out of the hole. And we did vacuum back there too already. So
Since they didn't vacuum after themselves when they built it.
yeah, you pulled some stuff out.
I know, I found some more screws down in there and then just a lot of sawdust. Oh,
Okay.
let's see how it looks now.
It is up a little bit, but that's okay. It has to be up at least an inch or so that the Murphy bed can tip underneath. Watch. See how that functions? Oh, it is pushing against the board.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Looks like we're going to need to do some modifications.
We have to do some more modifications. I think that board is too thick.
Uh-oh. All right. Back to the drawing board.
Back to the drawing board on the uprights.
Let's remeasure.
Okay, so we had to take it back out. And what's happening is when the bed tips, it's hitting this. So there's a couple ways to fix this. Either we can cut a half a circle out of this board so that the bed can swing, or I think what we can do is just back these screws out and move this board down a good 1.5 inches, and that might give it enough room to swing. So we're going to do that plan because that's easier to do.
Let's try it.
We'll try it. Okay, so the bed wouldn't roll up because it was hitting the uprights. So we had to get those uprights moved back. And if you notice another thing in the photo, we removed the headboard. Because removing the headboard allows removing the wall headboard allows us to move the headboard closer to the wall because it was keeping it off the wall a good 1.5 inches. So we ended up taking it down. It's right over here.
It was held on by Velcro.
It's just Velcroed on. It's just real cheap, real thin balsa wood. That Chinese made crap, likely. And it was just Velcroed on. So all we did was pull the Velcro tape off. And
aesthetically, it doesn't really make that much of a difference anyway.
Yeah, it didn't make any difference.
And sometimes you need just that little bit.
Little bit, because we needed to get these boards further back toward the wall. So when we rotate the bed up, it doesn't hit them. So we did unscrew all the screws to the headboard and the uprights, and we moved it over. We got about 1.5 inches of clearance. And then we got another inch of clearance or so, removing the headboard from the wall. So how is it height-wise?
I think it's good.
It looks like it's maybe up a little bit.
It is up a little, but I think when you put your pillow on it, it's not going to make too much of a difference, hopefully.
Now we can lower them. We just have to take it out and cut about 1 inch off the ends. If you wanted to do that, we could. Now would be the time.
I feel like we should try it with our pillows first. I don't know.
Oh.
Let's see. I don't know. I mean, I can't really tell a difference right now.
It looks like it's up.
I mean, it is.
I mean, down on the
And
flat.
it might be a little weird when you have your pillow there because you're going to be like a little diagonal, I guess.
I'm a little concerned that if we lower it too much, now the mattress is going to interfere with it. So the most you could take off is maybe 1 inch.
I really think you should just leave it.
Give it the clearance it needs.
Leave it alone, and if we feel that there's too much gap right here, we can cut. Well, I actually have a cut strip from the mattress topper that we could put there.
Oh, like a filler. I don't want to have to do that though.
I said if.
Oh.
So maybe you can just live with it and it'll be okay with the pillows.
I think it'll be fine with the pillow because you normally use a pillow to lift your head anyway. So
maybe you'll need less of a pillow.
Or maybe we'll just leave it. We'll try it, and then after an outing, a couple nights on it, we decide we want to cut it. It's not hard to get back in there and do it. Hey, you can't be taking a nap.
I'm testing. This is all for research.
This is research. Well, we're going to call this a completed project, and if we do need to lower this head riser, then we can. It's easy. We just undo 4 screws and then cut the ends off about 1 inch.
I'm happy with the quality of this mattress, though, from Mattress Insider.
Yeah, it looks
It's
like you
really-
fit on it good.
Yeah. As
Definitely.
long as I don't grow any,
Yep.
be okay.
I think you're done growing.
I would hope so. Now I'm just growing this way.
Which you got a lot of space to fill that way.
You do your stretches.
Yeah. So this is good. So we'll go ahead and roll the bed up and we'll call this a done project.
All right, see
Yay.
you after my nap.
We have a bed.
Woo!